Well, Judy and Layne Herman know firsthand how the Brigance Brigade Foundation can really make a difference, named after O.J. Brigance. They join us today to tell us a little bit more. Welcome. Thank you both for joining us. O.J., we know, a football player also living with ALS, and for people who may not know what ALS is, describe what that condition is.
So ALS can manifest itself in various forms. In Judy's case, she has bulbar ALS, which affects the bulbar region, of the body. So Judy's diaphragm is very weak, so that's why she's on a ventilator to help her breathe, and why her voice is very weak and she needs to use a Dynavox. Other people that have ALS, it affects their arms, their legs, other parts of their body, and they lose those functions first, and then they lose things like speech and being able to eat.
You were telling us just a couple seconds ago about your diagnosis. When were you diagnosed, and what were the warning signs?
I was diagnosed after an EMG in April of 2012.
Were there warning signs that tipped you guys off that something just wasn't right?
I was having trouble breathing. I went through several different doctors before seeing a pulmonologist. One sided the ball started rolling.
We understood that for the two of you, a big help in your life was the brigade, the Brigance Brigade, and really it's helped you to communicate with people. Talk about how special of an organization this has been for you.
So the Brigance Brigade has been awesome. Judy actually had friended them through Facebook even before she was diagnosed, and because she was so inspired by OJ's story. And when Judy was diagnosed in April of 2012, through a mutual friend, we were put back in touch with OJ and Chandra, and Judy was speaking with them over the phone and with OJ through email. And we're just so inspired by their story and what the Brigance Brigade does in helping people that have ALS.
Sure. For people who don't know OJ, a big football player here in Baltimore, the CFL team and NFL, and I read on his website, it was a racquetball game that told him that there was something wrong with his muscles, went in and had his own diagnosis. Dynavox has really kept you vibrant, has allowed you to communicate. How big of a life-changing piece of technology is this for you?
I am still learning to use it. I am still able to speak, but people have a hard time understanding me. This is getting more difficult, so I am excited to have the Dynavox for the near future.
Sure, and I mean, and that's something that can help with one of those issues. People can understand, they hear you loud and clear, and they don't dismiss you, because they're able to know exactly what you're thinking. So it's a great tool, I'm guessing, around the house.
It is. It's wonderful. So for for myself and for other people that are at our house who know Judy, we can usually understand most of what she's saying. But as the weeks have gone on and the months, it's getting more and more difficult. So it's a nice thing for Judy to be able to have, that she can speak with someone on the phone using the Dynavox, or when people come to the house that have a hard time understanding her, she's able to use it, and she's using it more and more. It's an amazing device.
And you guys have two kids. Talk about life with children and explaining it to them, and I'm sure that you're a busy mom, and this has been a life changer as well.
I was president of the Parent Association for 2 years at my children's school, Beth Tefila. I am a member of the philanthropic organization, Covenant Guild. Looking back, I enjoyed the little things we take for granted. I miss the daily carpool and seeing all the kids pouring out of the school at the end of the day.
Tell me this, and I was noticing as we were reading up on you guys, you've been big fundraisers for the brigade, and I'm guessing it's to give other families the freedom that you've been able to get with Dynavox. Just talk about your efforts in making this part of your life now.
So, as I said, the Brigance Brigade is a wonderful organization, and the great thing about them is that they're providing assistance to families living with ALS, because it's a disease where you need help immediately. You can't really wait months for a Dynavox or for different equipment. There's a finite period of time that you have So we feel very proud to be able to support the Brigance Brigade. Recently we just received a grant from them so we can get a generator at our house. Because when there's storms, if we lose power, Judy's on life support, we need to have the generator. So we just were fortunate enough to the Brigance Brigade is providing us with funding for the generator. So we're really thrilled to be a part of the 5-7K race and Judy's team jogging for Judy. And our friends, our family, they're all very supportive in the effort and wanting to raise money for other families that need help.
Have you kind of formed a support group with other families who are living with ALS, and how important is that to have a community to yourself?
Well, it's very important, and our community consists of people not only with ALS, but also so many friends and family that are supporting us and that are helping us. You know, Judy was diagnosed in April of 2012, in April, and at that time she was doing carpool. By May of 2012, she couldn't do carpool anymore. By end of May, June. So, you know, things have really changed for us, for our children. Our kids are now 16 and 12, so, you know, they were 14 and 10 at the time.
I'm guessing they've picked up a lot over those years. Have learned a lot about ALS, yeah?
They have. They're amazing. They're very resilient, and they've picked up a lot, and they've had to deal with a lot.
Okay.
So yeah, with, you know, Mom not being there for them to, you know, to go to different activities, things she used to do. She used to be so active at our synagogue or at our school at Beth Tefillah. But you know, out of every bad thing comes some good things, and our friends and family and community has just been amazing.
Great. Well, I want to thank you both for joining us today. It was good to meet you both. For you folks, don't go away. You're watching 11 TV Hill.